Very special guest in the house. Would you please like to introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Tanya Lafeber. I'm from Leamington, Ontario.
And Tanya, would you kind of tell us a little bit about your story? Like, what's your journey?
So I had two children. My daughter passed away when she was a year, back in 2001. And I had my son in '02, and he's now 24 years old. I raised him, put him through university. He's now a head greenhouse grower in Leamington. And I started using drugs at 40 years old for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
At 40?
At 40. Had never tried any drugs before.
That's a change from how it usually works. So how did that happen? Like, what led to that at 40?
I ended up being homeless when I was 40. I was dating Anthony at the time, and we ended up living out of my car for a while. The price of rent was crazy, and the government wouldn't help with subsidized housing because I had two jobs. So we were forced to stay in our car. So I started using drugs as the people that we were around were using drugs, and I just decided to try it too, and literally lost everything I had.
From there,
yeah.
Is it alright if I ask what that drug of choice was?
So we were doing cocaine at the time. Yeah, that's what we started off with, cocaine, and then dabbled in everything else. I never touched fentanyl or anything like that. But
and so since that happened, was there like a point where you maybe having like a mental break or like
oh yeah, like my mental health had not been well since my daughter passed away. I literally buried her on a Friday and had to be back to work on the Monday, and because I wouldn't get my time in the union, right? So I never really grieved. Like I never had any time to grieve, so it just was built up over time.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking you, how old were you and how old was your daughter when this happened?
So I was 20 years old. My daughter was a year. Well, she was 10 months when she passed away. Yeah. So,
what did she pass from?
Well, that's the thing. She had been at the doctor 3 days before she passed away. She was sick with like a chest infection and took her to the doctor. They never did any blood work. They never did any x-rays. Her autopsy report was stamped '02. I didn't receive it till 2010. And it stated that she passed of not SIDS like they had ruled out, but of idiopathic diffuse pulmonary hemorrhage. So her lungs filled with blood and she suffocated, and the doctors held that report for over 7 years, so I couldn't go back on them.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that. By the way, my deepest condolences.
Thank you.
I don't believe any parent should ever have to bury their child.
No.
But that started to cause a mental spiral of some sort.
Because it was like 99% curable had there been an x-ray done, right? And how can they hold that from me like for that long, you know?
And then as the years went on, dealing with that.
There was no support system really for people who've lost their children. Like I finally found at the Red Cross in Windsor, there was a support group meeting, but I didn't find that for about 10 years. You know what I mean? Like it had been a long time, but I just recently have been in the works with United Way and Windsor County Health Unit, and I'm going to be doing support group meetings for people who lost their children.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
And then leading up to the point where you lose your home because, like you said, prices to rent.
I just couldn't afford it, like, you know, and they refused to do anything to help me subsidize housing unless I was homeless on the streets. So I was like, yeah, all right. And I had to be homeless on the streets for 3 years before I could get into housing.